Hello and welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a little something different this time. It's going to be JD crying for mods, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of us it is, because we crave what you see right here on your screen. This video, which is I think JD episode 20, is the fastest and the most lengthy watched video. I mean, it climbed over 300 views in less than 24 hours. And the reason why it did better than any of the other 20 videos is because a lot of people like me wants this right here that you see on your screen. The old family farm to me is right up there in my top two, definitely. But I heavily consider my number one map that I like to play. For those that haven't seen it, as you can hear, there's a trigger right there. But the ones that hasn't seen it, I sold the combine stuff and got all small stuff the best I could, and which is why I say I really wish we had some mods. This here was, let me get up above everything here. Alright, this right here was in cotton. Probably not the best thing to have starting on a field this small. My profit was a great big giant negative. I spent, I lost around $15,000-$20,000 doing it, but I did it just because I wanted to do it. It was already in cotton, so I thought, I got some money to burn, so I was going to do it for the heck of it. So I rented a harvester, so I'm fixing to do some plowing, and after I get all these fields and stuff in, I'm going to start joining, which is the way that we did in back when this was first going, really. FS13 was when I started, and you started off with some really old equipment, and you had the great desire to take that starter field and the field next to them and join them together and use the old equipment and everything to work your way up. As you can see, I got a spreader, and it really just don't fit the theme to what I feel is some old iron farming, whereas this tractor right here did fit this mod. So I kind of downloaded it, but I mean, we really need some mods that relives the past. This map right here, it's nice and small. It's able to join fields and grow, so we can work our way up into the bigger equipment. But I like starting out low, building up, and seen my videos, you've heard that a million times. I want the struggle. I want it hard to get up to 8R country. If I want to have a great big equipment with tracks and everything else, I'm going to have all these fields together by then. But I want the struggle to get there. And this map, I mean, I just absolutely fell in love with this map, the town and everything else. Let me drop back down here. I didn't even fool with my usual mods that I usually run on these maps and stuff. I just went ahead and just took the little basic pickup truck to start off with. Of course, don't really have need for the sprayer and stuff. There's a whole lot of things that just kind of makes it feel out of whack by not having a lot of old timey mods. Everybody's constantly turning out Vario 1000s and all that, and I play with all them, but I also played them with on maps like the American Outback or Michigan or something like that, or something that was great big massive. But just like this town and everything else, when you roll through here, you got your old style milk containers, your old style buildings and all that, and so there's just not a lot of room to play big equipment. And there's a great big need and desire to have smaller equipment. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping I'm reaching out into some modders and stuff, and they're hearing my voice and they're hearing their voice. And if you want to reach out back to me, feel free. If you are working on some mods, I'll be more than happy to do a mod review and to help test. I really don't want nothing for it. I just want to bring some old iron to some really nice maps and stuff, and give people a chance to do the old iron. And I actually taken short non-sound video from FS13, and I want to show you some stuff that we had back then. And I mean, you can work your way up to nicer stuff. The American map back then was a really good place to be able to do very large equipment and stuff. But the smaller map, you didn't do that. You started off small, and I love both those maps. Um, they both had playability to them, and every year they come out, there wasn't really a big selection of maps, and now we got. I mean, I'm not going to knock Giants too much, but we got a house with a surfboard in it. What house has a surfboard in it that's a farmer? Unless you live in Hawaii. So that's not the grain belt, that's not Kentucky or any of that stuff. This right here is not even some parts of Kentucky, but we do still have some fields like this, and I grew up with a whole lot of fields back then like this, and it helps relive past memories, and a lot of people want to see it. So I'm reaching out in hopes that people will start cranking out some mods that's different other than slapping on some paint stuff. I love the modding community, but I mean, I want to see the real modders and see them bringing. I can't wait. I know it's going to come. I know it's going to come eventually. It has come every year pretty much, but I really want to go way back and let's bring it forward and extend the playability of the maps. Just drop it in with all the biggest maps and making maps available with all the biggest equipment already. I'm not going to play maps like that very long. I'll review them, I'll test them out, I'll tinker with them just to have something a little bit new, but I will always come back to a map like this. This one has a few issues. I know hiring workers can be a little bit of a deal, but I mean, when you're talking about fields that is no bigger than this, I mean, really, I'm fixing to do this in silage. Uh, it's not that big of a deal, and you can just play for a while and walk away for a while. I really don't give a care if there is a hiring bug, because I mean, literally, you can just set the crews and do what needs to be done. If you hate plowing as much as I do, you can get the mod of the plow that I have over here, and it makes life a little easier. But again, I know it's not error correct. This one, it's a chisel plow, and you can make fields with it and stuff like that. And it's square, so it's easy to use. It's not on an angle. It doesn't feel really weird. I've used plows like you're supposed to use in real life when I was a young kid on a red belly Ford. Didn't like it in real life, but I definitely don't like it in the game. But the rest of the stuff don't bother me, like cultivators and all that kind of stuff. And the chisel plow's not too bad. But that's the kind of stuff I usually like to hire out. So I'm going to be in for a doozy when I go to start plowing this, unless I use a chisel plow. So, I mean, I want that touch of the past, but if I need to get away from a little bit of hardship, I'm not so bent on the past that I can't run a couple of mods. So, anyway, yep, that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm going to post this other video in behind this and just let y'all know I appreciate all the views. That was amazing, going over 300 the first day. I know some famous people probably go over 1,000, but I literally just started this month, And all my success that I'm getting, no matter how little it is, feels so amazing. I would all y'all. So keep it up, like, subscribe, comment, and definitely sub. I appreciate it. It's free. So enjoy. Everybody have fun.